today's day is, as I told you, the 13th day is the goddess. Dhanteras it is called as, that is the day of the Gruhalaxmi. She came as Gruhalaxmi. In the household, the lady is the one who is the symbol of that Lakshmi to begin with. Because she's the one who looks after your food, looks after your comfort, she protects you, she nourishes you, she gives you joy. And the women who cannot do that are not Gruhalakshmis. They are not the, housewife is a very poor word for that. They are the Gruhalakshmis, means they are the goddesses of the family. So, the other day we were in America, I told the girls, I said, let us wait, and what we can do, it's all right, I'm the mother, you can give me food if you want. I don't mind. Give the boys first and then the girls should eat. And one of them got very angry with me. She said, Mother, what is this? They are dominating us. Actually, if somebody eats before or later, what is the domination? I mean, in any case, you are going to eat before or after. I don't understand the portion of domination. But, see, you are privileged. You are privileged that you can look after so many people, you see. What is so wrong in it? You see, the whole atmosphere is so funny that if the men eat first, then women should feel that we are put down. It's absurd. Because it's a privilege. You are like a mother. You are the person who has to look after them. You have to feed them. It's a privilege that a Gruhalakshmi should do that, look after everybody, give them food to eat and treat them just like their prodigies, you can say, something like that. It's such a privilege. It's a sign of complete maturity. Even little girls you have seen, if they are brought up properly, you see, otherwise they can be horrified. But normally little girls are very generous, more generous than men are. And they are very, you see, always try to make you very happy. They have great sense. If somebody is sitting down, they'll come and give you food and look after you. And I mean, I have seen my all three grandchildren, daughters do that. You see, even once a washerwoman came in the house. They said, you must sit on the sofa. They said, but no, I can't sit on the sofa. No, you must sit on the sofa. I said. They opened the fan for her and they brought all the things that were in the kitchen for her to eat. Now, and they brought some plate and this and that. And the elder one, she told me, I told her, what do you want to be? She said, I can only be a nurse or a air hostess. I said, why? Air hostess and nurse, why? Because these are the only two professions where one can give, isn't it, food? Otherwise, it's a privilege. Other professions, you can't do this great job, this noble job, you see, this of giving food. So that's why I want to be either the nurse or the air hostess. And they play. I have seen these girls play. Now I am the air hostess. Now you must eat this. they bring food in small little things. You see, they make their own things. Now I am the air hostess and they bring it. Now there may not be any food in it. See, maybe some stones they have put or whatever. You must eat. You must look after yourself. You are thinning down. You better, like that, you see, so sweet. And then they'll bring some pillows. Now you must lie down. Like air hostesses are working. You see. Are you feeling cold? Would like to have a blanket or something? I said, what game is this? Then we are air hostesses. It's such a privilege, an innocent privilege. And that's what, if we develop this nonsense of a rights that we are higher, they are lower, all this nonsense will go away. Who is higher and lower? See, like some here are here and some are here. Are they higher or lower? You can't do without this or this. It is an absurd idea that have come into our heads that we are higher, lower. So, a Gruhalakshmi is the one who has to be a noble woman, has to be an example in the family. Like a housewife herself is a drunkard, marries 10 times. It will happen to her children. Just think of it. Such a woman. A woman who has no sense of chastity, no sense of auspiciousness, no sense of protection for them. What can she talk? Who is she? What does it matter? I mean, what comfort can anybody give to a housewife? She is the one who is the source of comfort. What comfort can you give her? To her, the greatest comfort is that you eat your food properly, you sleep well, you keep well. That is the greatest comfort. So this is what one has to know, that a Gruhalaxmi is the woman in the family. She is the Gruhalaxmi. But the man should not be a wolf also. A Gruhalaxmi cannot marry a wolf. You must understand. If the man is a wolf, then he doesn't deserve to have a Gruhalaxmi, but he can have a she-wolf as his wife. That's a good idea. Then they can fight, quarrel, have all kinds of divorces. But it's the responsibility of the Gruhalaxmi to begin with, I must say. To keep the balance, it is her duty. It is not the duty of the other people in the family. It is she who keeps. She doesn't give up at any cost. Of course, if he's a wolf, all right, he can go to the forest. She's not bothered. But the men must understand, the more you start respecting the housewives, the Gruhalaxmis in the family, the more there is respect, the more there will be settling of these women in their proper places, becoming proud of their houses and family and their own setup that they have put in. They'll feel they have a meaning and the whole society will change. But if the men run after dirty women and cheap and street women, then the same housewives can take to that. So that is very important, that they must be respected because they are Gruhalaxmi. That is one thing. Second thing is, they are also Rajlaxmi. Rajlaxmis are the goddesses who are looking after the country. Like England has a Rajlaxmi. Now, we can say the princess now is a Rajlaxmi. She's a woman with dignity. She carries herself with that bashful sweetness and all that. She's a Rajlaxmi. Our queen is very good too. But we can say other people in the same family are funny. They belong to royal family. They have got that strength of character to belong to that. They have all the privileges, but they think they have all the rights, but no duties. And as that, also the Rajlaxmi can be very funny. Like in this country there has been curses on curses because of 7 queens were murdered in this country. I mean, I can't think of any country where even one queen can be murdered by the queen. This country has a very funny curse of these 7 women who were killed like this. I mean, what sort of women they must have been, what sort of kings they must have been. I mean, there is nothing of a Rajlaxmi. A Rajlaxmi is a dignified woman. She is the one who is the glory of the country. She has to be a glorious woman. She has to be a woman with all the attributes of a queen. And that is the Rajlaxmi, is the queen or the goddess, that's the queen. And she resides in every country. Every country has a Gruhalaxmi. And if that is insulted, then the people suffer. They will suffer in so many ways, like they will have money problems, they'll have financial problems, they'll have also problems of society, all kinds, because whatever the queen does, whatever the king does, it is done by others, but especially the queen. Most of the fashions, say, in England have come because the queen started. So whatever she does, she's so important, and she has to have that idea in her that she's the goddess. She has to represent that goddess which resides in every country. So that is the Rajlaxmi. Now in countries where there is no, say, democratic countries there, all right. Then the head of the first lady of the country should behave not like American lady who married a tycoon somewhere, an old man, and is now a photographer. And what is this? So cheap. It is so cheap. She doesn't deserve to be there. There's no dignity about her. She's competing herself with cheap street women. She should know that she is the first lady. In the countries where there is even, say, not democracy and other sorts of governments are there, there is also a first lady. And while now these first ladies also have become competitors, and they've competed with their husbands and try wherever they have tried such a trick. You see, even Bandar Naiki tried these things, she failed. Anywhere they tried like to outwit their husbands by this, they will fail. Because God is not with them. They are there because they're first ladies and they should take all pride within themselves, even if they feel they are a little bit let down by people, not respected. But if she respects herself, nobody can be disrespected. She should keep her respect and everybody will respect her. But just to punish people if she has to behave like this, that means she has no value of her. So the first thing that one Lakshmi gives you is a value system. Your value system is correct. You evaluate yourself properly. Like you know the value of this and value of that and value of this. But the value system for a divine person is not based on the amount of money or amount of matter it has, but it depends on what vibration. So the whole evaluation system changes when you get into divine temperament, that you start seeing things, what is precious is what has the maximum vibration. Whatever has vibration is the precious thing for a realized, and not what is not divine. What is not divine, we have nothing to do. But you'll be amazed, whatever is divine is all very precious, also otherwise. Like the paintings which are done with divinity, means the realized souls have done, are today very expensive, may not in those days, but now today. Actually, all that truth comes up gradually and people can see that clearly, that there is something special about these things. So your value system changes. As your Mahalakshmi essence starts growing and manifesting, you stand absolutely open, and you find that new things, new ideas, and new valuation of everything starts up. Once this happens to you, know that you are growing. You must know how to judge whether you are growing or not. And that is how you will know that you are growing in the right direction if your value system is there. Today's day is this Lakshmi's day. I bless you with all the Lakshmi's power, and especially the discretion to improve your value system. What is more valuable is to you? What is the most valuable thing to you? You must try to devise that.